What are you going to create to show that Big Al did not have any friends? You need to decide what parts you need to show this and what part you're going to play. You only have 30 seconds to plan this. You're not getting on your feet and creating yet. This is just the planning. What are you going to make to show that Big Al did not have any friends? What parts do you need and what part will you play? You have 30 seconds. I'll give you a 10-second countdown when time is almost up. Go.
I think I would like to me and Al.
Please make me your focal point. It is already time to create. You see how fast this goes? You are to create a tableau that shows why Big Al did not have any friends. You only have 30 seconds to do it. I better see different levels. I better see that you're frozen and silent. Go. Different levels, frozen and silent. Remember, not everybody can lay on the ground. And we don't have an interesting composition. Imagine somebody was in an audience and you were on stage. Would they be able to see and continue to reposition your body so you can be clearer? Okay? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax your bodies. Take 3 seconds to get back to your seat. 3, 2, 1. I saw all of those wonderful showcases. We're going to add a little bit to this now. Now that you've come up with your image, now you're going to add text. I'm going to pick a narrator this time in your group that is going to complete this sentence. Big Al did not have any friends because, so you're going to give me a complete sentence, and you need to draw evidence from the text I just read you. What did I say specifically that is a reason why Big Al did not have any friends? Okay, you only have 30 seconds to come up with what this narrator is going to say. You're going to be my narrator, you're going to be the narrator, you're going to be the narrator, you're going to be the narrator, and you're going to be the narrator. 30 seconds. Big Al did not have any friends because. Go ahead, talk to each other. What are you going to say?
He's
To start with, Big Al did not have any friends. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just a note about the narrator. The narrator is still part of this image. It's still part of the tableau. So it's their job to remain frozen and silent until I pick their group, and then they say their line as they're frozen. Big Al did not have any friends because, and you can use facial expression and expression with your voice as well if you want, he had big sharp teeth or whatever it is. Okay, so you can really use your voice to give us that answer. Are you ready? Thumbs up if you're ready. You know what the narrator is going to say, and if you think you can get right back into your pose. All right, I'm looking for a group to spotlight that has multiple levels, that is frozen, and is showing awesome facial expression. Here we go. Take 30 seconds to get back into your pose. Practice saying your line, narrator. Go ahead and practice saying your lines, narrator. Practice saying your lines, narrators. There we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody freeze your bodies. I see it. I see multiple levels. I see frozen bodies. I see fixed focal points. Oh, and I see facial expressions. I want everybody except for this group to relax your bodies. Position yourself so that you can see this group sitting flat on your bottoms. Come on over here for just a moment. Take 5 seconds to get in a position where you can see them. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you for holding on and really show me that facial expression you were before. I chose this group because I see facial expressions on all of them. I see gestures that are helping to tell the story. I see multiple levels. Not everyone is on the ground. Now I'm going to ask our narrator to share with us their sentence. Go ahead, narrator. Go ahead, give it to us.
Big Al did not have any friends because he looked big and scary, but none of the fish ever knew him.
Okay, so he looked big and scary. Let me see even bigger and scarier facial expressions. Bigger and scarier. In your face. Let me see scarier. Good. And then relax your body. Let's give everybody a big round of applause. I know you get to see everybody. Tableau. Very nice. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. One more time, just like that. As you face forward, make me your focal point. Sit flat on your bottom. Big in through your nose and out through your mouth. I know I'm moving really fast because I want to get to all the parts of this. Okay. A couple more to go. So, sit tight. Big Al really wanted friends, so he worked at it. First, listen carefully, he tried wrapping himself up in seaweed. He thought it was a great disguise, but no one else did. Who wants to stop and talk to a floating plant that has big, sharp teeth? Then he thought that if he puffed himself up round, the other fish would laugh and see how clever and silly he could be. All he saw was how big he could be, and they steered clear. Very early one morning, Big Al went down to the bottom and flopped and wiggled himself into the sand until he was almost covered up. He looked much smaller. When the other fish came near, Big Al talked and joked with them and had a delightful time. But then one scratchy little grain of sand got stuck in his gills, and he sneezed. When the clouds of sand cleared away, all the other fish were gone. Big Al even changed his color one day so he could look like he belonged to a school of tiny fish passing by. He bubbled along with them for a while, laughing and feeling like he was just one of the crowd. But he was so big and clumsy that when all the tiny fish started to the left and then quickly to the right, Big Al just plowed straight ahead. He went bumping and thumping right into the little fish. Before he could even say, "Excuse me," they were gone, and he was all alone again, sadder than ever. Okay, here's your next challenge. Listen carefully. We are not going to go through all of these like we did before because it takes too long. So I'm going to expect you to think on your own, make sure everybody gets to share an idea, and then you're going to go right into your planning and creating. You're only going to have 1 minute to show this with your group, total, going through all these steps. That's a big task. Who thinks they can do it? Okay, so you're going to really show and demonstrate how Tableau can happen quickly. Everybody gets a chance to share. You go right into your planning, okay, and then you go right into your creation. Big Al was challenged to find some friends. He tried 4 things. Think about in your own mind, what were those 4 things to solve his challenge? Okay? 4 things. Call them to your mind. Draw in that text evidence. Here's your first challenge. You're going to show 1 way that he responded to this challenge. With your group, you're going to show just 1 way. You're going to pick 1. Okay? Start with your share, I was thinking, and then go right into planning and creating. You only have how long? 1 minute. Time starts now. Go. Sense of urgency.
Or we can just cover you and make sure you have your head on.
Make sure it feels safe, right?
We have to go right into planning. So let's do it.
When he actually went up on his arms, that made him a higher level. It actually made it more interesting. You should be holding your own body weight, not putting your body weight on anyone else, okay? Hold your own body weight. We're down to 30 seconds. Make sure you can hold that pose. You're down to 30 seconds. 10 seconds. Ooh, I see many different levels now. I see really expressive faces. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your bodies. Take 3 seconds to calm it down and eyes up at me. 2, 1. You should be on your bottom by the time I get to 1. On your bottom, please. I still have 1 friend who's not in strong control of their body yet. There it is. Okay. Second part of the challenge. We're going to add on. So now you showed one way that he's responded to the challenge. You're going to create a second tableau. Why this plan did not work. So now you need to create a tableau that shows why the plan did not work. You have what he tried. The second tableau is why it didn't work. So you have to have that text evidence. Go ahead, you have 1 minute to create that second tableau showing why it didn't work. Here's your cause and effect, right? This is what happened by cause and effect. You know it's a little bit, but still very good. I might need you.
We already did this.
All right, here we go, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm seeing that some tableaus are different from the first one and some look pretty much the same. So we have to make sure that we have a different tableau, one that's showing what he tried and then what happened, why didn't it work, right? So relax your bodies, listen carefully. Now I want you to practice going from tableau 1 to tableau 2. Okay, so for instance, if I'm showing that he's buried underneath the sand, he buried himself underneath the sand, but that didn't work because he sneezed and sand went everywhere, I'm going to practice going from tableau 1 to tableau 2. So take 30 seconds and rehearse your tableau 1 going to tableau 2. Go. Quickly.
Hey guys,
What's tableau 2? How is it different? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your bodies.
Sorry, it's our anniversary music. It's
Oh, nice.
50th anniversary thing.
I love it. Is your anniversary today?
It's Pineviews 50th.
Oh,
this
so nice. Okay, so now we have 2 narrators. Raise your hand if you have not been a narrator. Go ahead and sit down. Sit down quickly.
Sit down.
I don't need your voices on. Just need you to raise your hand.